All right, you guys, this is number 2. I'm going to try to do 4. I'm going to try to get to 5 videos today. This is number 2. So welcome to Beyond the Veil. I am Adina. I'm glad to have you guys here. Happy Wednesday. I love you, love you, love you, love you. Mwah, 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 mwah. All right, so let me hit my weed. And this is for that one person who mentioned why they think Sloan is more better than me. It's because I smoke weed on my videos. This is for you. I just hopped off of a really intense reading on the Clintons and their involvement in Haiti. So I'm going to come back down, hit this weed a little bit, do a not so intense reading, because the next one I'm probably going to do another intense one. And this is how I keep my energy reserves up while I'm doing readings, channelings. All right. Caresha. Let's take a look. I'm doing Caresha because she just did an interview, and like I've heard a lot of people say, she looked really sad. That's obvious. And I have my own opinion, I will say, on why she appears that way. But I'll save it, and then we'll just see what the cards say. All right. Most High Mother and Father God, please bring Caresha, Young Miami, in here to speak to me. If she doesn't want to come willingly, compel her to come and speak to me. This is a different kind of interview. Caresha. 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 You know what I heard? Help me. Please tell them to help me. Most High Mother and Father God, if Young Miami were sitting here in front of me today, Caresha, what message would you have for her highest good? This sounds like a tormented soul. Help me, help me. It even sounds far away and it echoes. Help me, help me. Most High Mother and Father God, for your beloved Caresha, aka Young Miami, what message would you give her for her highest good? A new start is coming. Bring love into the situation, and this is a new moon, Aquarius. New moon in Aquarius in Caresha's sign. New moon, a new start is coming. A time to give rather than to take. Caresha, help is on the way because you will help yourself. You are no longer trying to ride or die. You will help yourself. And you've been praying, honey. Meditate and contemplate, because luck is on your side. It's in reverse. Your dreams needed a practical plan, and they were ditty. You never thought. Hold your vision in reverse. You never thought. You never thought. And now you're going to the Lord in prayer. And the Lord said, help yourself, my child. You got into this. You can get out, but you can't backpedal and pussy pop out. There's no easy way out. Hoping to not betray Diddy and still get out scot-free will not happen. You will have to save yourself, and that is the only salvation. that is being offered allegedly. And that is good salvation. Because why drown on a sinking ship? That's like somebody handing you a seat on one of the lifeboats on the Titanic, and you saying, no, 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 I'll drown. I'll go down with it. Spirit, give me one tarot card for this message for Caresha. As if she was sitting here in front of me, asking for a message from you. Help me, help me. What is this message? The Empress. Oh dear. Let's clarify this, Empress. You know what I hear? Is it Kim or is it Naomi? To be a Stara, dear girl, talking to the attorneys, advising you. See, I see Diddy's advising you, trying to advise you that they will protect you. But you don't believe that. You know what's going down. You know what's coming. Because behind the scenes, they're talking about Kim Porter. They're also talking about who was in charge of the girls. Because you weren't in charge of the girls even though you wanted to be. Young Miami, allegedly. You wanted to be in charge of the girls. That's why you rode so hard for Diddy. Because you wanted to be the one that held him down when everybody else left him, because you thought that when he comes up and bounces back from this, he's going to remember that out of everybody else that left him, including his celebrity friends, I stayed, so I should now be in charge of the girls. Knowing what you know, you still wanted to be in charge of the girls. I've said in a reading before that he met his Griselda, not Griselda, Ghislaine, in Caresha. And I stand by that, allegedly. Knowing everything from his past, this girl had fame and stars in her eyes. She wanted to be in charge of the girls. That's why you have to talk to save yourself, because you came in fully aware of who Diddy was and who he is. You knew the facts. Even though people say it was before your time and you had nothing to do with it, you knew the facts. And you wanted in on it. You wanted to replace Naomi, allegedly, as his partner. All right. And so now you have to talk to save yourself, and that's why you're trembling and shaking. It's not, and I've said in another reading, I don't know if you guys remember because I've read it so far in advance before it happened and before so many people joined my channel, that not a lot of people may have read that far, watched that far back, or read my readings that I've done on my community tab. The ones that I didn't do a video on, I typed them out. I've said, but I think in the video, that Caresha was going to start trying to get back into music, but in a way as if that's what she's been doing the whole time. To pretend like, no, I wasn't doing nothing with Diddy. I just think, I said that. But, no. You wanted Naomi's spot. You wanted to be HBIC. That's why you said what you said to that girl. Because you wanted the spot. You did want to be the Ghislaine. And you knew what that meant and what it entailed. But he met his match with you. And only now that you see that he can't save himself from this, only now are you starting to feel regretful and remorseful, allegedly. And this isn't me judging you. No judgment at all. None. Beautiful girl. Young Miami, talk to me about Young Miami, talk to me from your soul right now. What's going on with you? Are you more deeply involved in Diddy's mess than we know just yet publicly? Or have you gotten your way out already and now you're just focused on rebuilding, grieving what you lost, and trying to grow and rebuild from it? Is that the healing stage that you're in now, or are you still going through the fire with Diddy? Speak your truth and keep nothing hidden from me. I compel you. No, presently, she's not out of the fire. She's got a choice to make that she still hasn't completely made yet. And that's to betray Diddy and everything she knows for her own sake. And methinks the feds are pressing on her. Even if they can't take her down legally, they're pressing on her because there are some allegations concerning her. And they know that she knows a lot of things. So they're going to press her to get her to talk and crack. On the other side, Diddy's attorneys are saying, hold firm. The girl is scared. I smell fear. Her position is very precarious for her, very dangerous for her. Allegedly. Because she holds a lot of tea. Even if she's just a new girl and wasn't around a lot, her keeping her mouth shut helps Diddy in some way. But methinks the feds, she's concerned about her own legal well-being. And she's also concerned about her own physical well-being, which is the benefit of protecting Diddy. Who does she fear more, the feds or Diddy and his people? In the recent past, she has remained steadfast in being Team Diddy because she wanted to be above all the other girls. She wanted to be above all his other girls in the harem, allegedly. In the near future, a lot of people are going down. Miami, your opportunities, whatever they were, whatever you had in the industry, no mas, you're a hot potato. And too many people in the industry are about to go down because of all of this. And you're one of the people. You chose the wrong side. You chose the losing team because this is a 10 of Pentacles. This involves a lot of people, old and new, stuff from old and new. 10 of Pentacles is a generational card. You chose the losing team. And now you're going to get caught up in a snowball of stuff that happened before you were born because you chose to be a part of it. Allegedly. Crowning you, though, weighing your options. What's more lucrative? Working with the feds or working with Diddy? Before it was too late, that was crowning you. Near future tells me you already chose wrong a long time ago before you started, because now you're weighing out your options. But methinks according to the feds or according to the bigger picture, it's too late now because this is in your near future. So below, now you're trying to weigh out your options and see if the feds would help you or Diddy would help you, but now it's too late. Six of Swords, you're doing everything that you can now in the public to disassociate yourself from all the drama, doing things with your baby daddy, being seen with your kids and your baby daddy, doing interviews. It's all a part of the plan, though, to disassociate from the situation. Hopes and fears is that it works, is that you get out scot-free. Final outcome. Your final outcome is Diddy going down. So as we remember Young Miami, it won't be as a city girl. It will be being one of Diddy's girls, because he looks like he's going to go to jail. Prostitution, trafficking. What's this Emperor in reverse? Because I'm reading Caresha, but the Emperor in reverse came out as her outcome. And that's why it's too late. You chose the losing team already. Emperor in reverse. Because of your complicit relationship with him. You can't say that you didn't know, because you knew a lot of the things. This is very, very, very much complicit. On your high horse. This is what's going to shoot you in the foot. No matter what you do now. The world saw you on your high horse. Go Poppy. And even more so, this is you being involved in the trafficking stuff, the things that were done via transportation, airplanes, yachts, boats, things like that. That's where they get the trafficking from. It's too late to make it seem like you weren't a part of it. You knew. Unfortunately. Let me look into that chariot, because that's the trafficking. And they're going to be able to get him on trafficking. Because you were one of his employees, like I've always said, one of his harem. Even though you would like to disassociate yourself, it's too late. Too much evidence already. Jail for someone. Not Caresha, I don't think. But the Three of Swords in your present position. That's your precarious situation. Three of Wands in reverse behind the Three of Swords upright. These are the ships not coming in like you thought they would. Methinks you thought that Diddy was going to be able to get out of this, and now you're stuck between a rock and a hard place. You chose wrong. This is going to be the title of this video. You chose wrong. And now you're caught up, stuck between the feds and Diddy. And a very serious decision has to be made. Your next decision has to be your best one. Because methinks that you're afraid that you could be one of the people that gets taken out, allegedly. If it means that it helps Diddy in the courts. Behind the Hangman. To keep you quiet. Allegedly. And not turn over evidence. About the business activities behind the scenes, not music. Me here's Revolt is just so happy to be able to have gotten themselves out of it, because me wonders. Strength upright challenging you, protecting Diddy at all costs, because he still has some pull. Enough to do what he has to do to keep him from further damage. And methinks that you haven't been able to hear from him for a while, so you don't know what he's thinking about you. You're scared because you don't know what he's planning on doing. You don't know if he's going to trust you not to talk, or if he's going to not take any risks with you, allegedly. Because he still has some paid people on the payroll that'll still, and he still has some resources at his disposal. And me thinks he would do it in broad daylight, like while we're all paying attention to this Diddy situation. Something could still happen to her. And she feels like there are ways, like even if we speculate and believe it in ourselves, if it can't be proven, it won't matter. She feels like that's her situation. She's scared. The feds, Diddy, lose situation. All right. Near future, that 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Stars are going down, and Caresha is going to continue to be very pessimistic and act legally blind to all the BS. He thinks that there is a small coin that she's still holding on to, some small opportunity, maybe a song she's going to put out or something like that. She'll do whatever she can to distract her and us from what she has going on behind the scenes. Justice in reverse, and I'm going to end there because that's the so below position, and that's the root of it all. She was happy as a hog, though. Behind that justice in reverse, she was happy as a hog when she stood to gain from dealing with Diddy. And she was very well aware when he approached her of who Diddy was. She knew, still made the decision. And she's feeling a way about the group situation now because it's not something that she can fall back on. She didn't plan on having to. She knew Diddy was a stone cold alleged killer. But she didn't see the value in being a city girl. And now there's regret because of all the things going on. All right. And she now that JT is not messing with her anymore, and she would like to, the problem is Uzi. She feels like maybe JT would be more inclined to give her a helping hand with that Page of Cups. Even though she knows she pissed JT off in some way because that Queen of Wands was in reverse. She pissed JT off. Now she wants to circle back. But Uzi, not saying that he's blocking, but because he's the King of Wands upright and not the King of Wands in reverse, he's protecting JT. And it seems because of his position, the upright King of Wands, it seems rightfully so. Because whatever happened between them, it seems to be stemmed from the fact of Young Miami getting with Diddy and feeling like the City Girls was no longer lucrative. So JT had to go make amends with people in the industry to find a career for herself, because she saw that Caresha was no longer interested in the City Girls. So she went and did her own thing and did what she needed to do. And now that Caresha's in her situation, it seems like she wants to be on better terms with JT now. But Uzi's like, no, not now. And this is the reason why I didn't like you hanging with her, because of the stuff that you were involved in. And I'm only saying this now because I've said it in another reading before, and I got the same energy now. So that's my Young Miami reading. Good luck to you, but you chose the wrong side, and no matter what you do to disassociate, the Diddy stain is upon you, and it's going to stain you a little bit more, or a lot of bit more, or a little bit more. Methinks. Love you guys. Bye.